like the agricultural silos, those ones fall into miscellaneous. So having known different occupancies and different emergencies that can happen, let's look at why do we even the objectives. Objectives of emergency planning. Why do we plan? What is our objective of this planning? To ensure the minimizing of injuries and saving of lives in case of emergency. How? How do we achieve this by planning? I want us to talk. We said one of the objectives of emergency planning is to ensure minimizing of injuries and savings of life in case of emergency. Now the question, how?
So if fire occurs and you plan for it, definitely there are going to be losses.
Yeah.
Compared to when you don't plan for it. So when the fire comes, definitely where it's starting from, there's already a damage. And maybe if you have kids there, you have someone that is even helpless or someone that is lame, there will be injury. When you don't plan for it, there might be death. But when there is proper planning, there might be injury that can be catered for, and
Oh,
I feel that is what we need.
That is a good one. Any other question? Yeah?
Let's take myself yesterday training. When we talked about the technical structures within a building. So all these were put in place. These are planning before it will happen. You have exits. You already prepared the people. They are doing training. It's still part of planning towards
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
I think there's a saying that if you plan to fail, you fail to learn. So, the emergency planning is to uphold our proactiveness. But if you fail to plan, then you'll be reactive at that point, which is not, which would not end well for any organization or any firm.
Okay, thank you. You raised them.
Yeah, so I'm going to also go with an adage that says we plan for rainy days. So the essence of planning for rainy days is to ensure that when the time comes, you have something to hold back on. And in emergency planning, such is to mitigate loss of life and the damage of properties and materials. So the essence of planning is just to, as much as possible, reduce the level of damage that such incident will occur and affect the level at which it will affect either the property or the occupants of the property at the point in time.
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, all of us, our points are perfect and excellent. Yes, you plan, just like you say, if you plan and behave in a human life, you minimize injuries. And another point I want to bring in here is that in firefighting, the first priority is always saving of life. So if there is fire